any belongings you can bring with you. Can't handle any major luggage, so just bring what's absolutely necessary. Some of the first Soviet soldiers...
Well, well, if it isn't our latest West Point prodigy, I'm Master Sergeant Watson, and I'll be in charge of your training. This is the National Training Center, where you will be finalizing your officer training. We'll start out with the control of the battlefield camera. You use the WASD keys to move the camera. So why don't you show me some of those West Point skills by moving the camera around for a bit. Press the A key to move the camera to the left. Good. Now press the W key to move the camera forward. Good work. Press the D key to move the camera to the right. Excellent. Now press the S key to move the camera backwards. Well, what do you know? Seems they do teach you some useful stuff at West Point after all. Next up is camera panning and tilting. You do this by moving the mouse cursor to the edge of the screen. Let's start by panning the camera to the left. Do this now. Excellent. Go ahead and move the mouse cursor to the right edge of the screen to pan to the right. Good job. Now move the mouse cursor to the top edge of the screen to pan upwards. Great. Last but not least, move the mouse cursor to the bottom edge of the screen to pan downwards. If you really want to stretch your legs, we have a function called Mouse Look that allows you to look freely around the battlefield. To activate this, you press and hold the middle mouse button. Well done, sir. Now let's get down for a closer look at the terrain. You can move the camera closer to the ground by using the mouse scroll wheel. Try this now. Good. Now try moving the camera away from the ground. Now I'll show you something my platoon sergeant in the A. Shaw Valley taught me many years ago. The mini-map. This gives you an excellent top-down view of the battlefield, allowing you to quickly move to a specific position. By clicking the left mouse button on the mini-map, you can instantly move the camera to that location. Impressive. We have just one more thing, and then we're done for the day. See that red circle? Show me what you've learned by moving the camera through it. Good. Now move on to the next one. Now move on to the next one. Good. Now move on to the next one. Keep this up, we'll get you shipped to Europe in no time. I hear they have a real shortage of junior officers there. You got more spunk than most of the West Point pukes we get sent out here, I'll give you that. Let's see how you handle this next lesson.
I prefer to keep the red tape intact rather than save lives.
I'm gonna give you command of a Humvee. To issue orders to it, you have to select it first. And to do that, you left click on it with your mouse. If you want to select multiple units at the same time, you can create a selection box by clicking and holding the left mouse button and then drag the box around the units you want to select.
My leg fell asleep. So damn cramped in here.
Good. Now with the Humvee selected, you can start ordering it around. To issue a move order, select the Humvee and then right-click in the world where you want it to go.
Ready to repair. Rolling out.
Good. Now I'm gonna teach you about transports. For this part of the exercise, I'll give you command of an infantry squad along with the Humvee. Select the infantry squad and order the soldiers to enter the Humvee by right-clicking on the Humvee.
Fit for fight, sir. Embarking, sir. That was the last
Good.
one, sir.
Now, since the infantry squad is inside the Humvee, you can no longer issue orders to them. However, you can move the Humvee around as usual. To unload the infantry squad, simply select the Humvee and click the unload button on the order pallet. Try that now.
Engine is running, sir. Mechanized here.
Well done. Now let's move on to combat. Not for real, though. This is a simulated exercise and the Op-4 will be your enemy. I hope you didn't wet your pants there. To tell a unit to attack, select the unit you want to use and then right-click on an enemy unit. See those units there? They don't seem too friendly, do they? Well, what are you waiting for? Light them up!
Infantry, good to go. Infantry, attack.
Burn fire, keep low and don't stop.
Hostile infantry is dead.
Hooah! That's the spirit, sir. They'll fear you in Germany. To really be all you can be in urban warfare, you need to make good use of the surrounding terrain. See that building over there? You can move your infantry squads inside to give them extra protection against enemy fire. Select your infantry squad and move the mouse cursor over to that building. The cursor changes to indicate that you can order your infantry squad inside. To do this, you select your infantry squad and right-click on the building. Do so now. Good. With your infantry squad inside the building, it becomes much harder for the enemy to spot you. And your men will also take less damage from incoming fire because of the cover that the building provides. Let's see what happens when this enemy vehicle tries to speed past your infantry squad.
That vehicle is a wreck.
Did you see that? Op-4 barely got a shot off. Well done, sir. To order your squad to leave the building, select the building and then right-click anywhere outside.
Infantry moving.
Good job, sir. Remember to seek cover with your infantry whenever possible, since they're a lot more exposed than other units.
Building, sir. Moving to position.
Now let's talk a little about unit special abilities. They will undoubtedly save your life one day, so pay attention. For this next exercise, I'm giving you command of a Bradley infantry vehicle. Start by selecting the Bradley. Good. On your order palette, you can now see that the Bradley has two special abilities. One offensive ability and one defensive ability. The offensive ability will help you kill hostiles faster, and the defensive ability will help you increase your unit's survivability. All special abilities have a cooldown timer. This is the time it takes for the unit to reload the required munitions or catch their collective breaths. This means you'll have to use that think box of yours to decide when to use each ability. This Humvee will only take damage from your offensive ability, so don't bother shooting at it with the chain gun. To use an offensive special ability, you left-click the corresponding button. Do that now. Good. Now left-click on the Humvee to launch a tow missile at it.
Large and hairy, or slim and beautiful. Kinda like our girls back home.
Armored transport reporting in. Armor is combat ready. Launching tow.
Not bad at all, sir. As you can see, that ability is now cooling down, and you will have to wait a certain time before a new missile can be fired. Some units also come with a defensive special ability. Your Bradley, for example, has a smoke screen that it can deploy to hide from other hostiles. It's deployed immediately when you left-click the corresponding button, so don't fire it prematurely. Most units have unique special abilities, so make sure that you learn how each one works. They are one of the main keys to gaining the upper hand on the battlefield. That's basically all you need to know about movement and combat. Keep this up and you'll be graduating from here top of your class. Then you'll face the harsh school of real combat. I'll see you tomorrow when we'll talk about command points and objectives.
This is so boring. What are we waiting for?
So you haven't quit on us yet. Today I'm going to teach you about command points and objectives. A complete understanding of these concepts is crucial if you plan to succeed as a combat officer, so listen up. What you see here is a command point. Control of these points is the deciding factor when you struggle for mastery of a battlefield. Often, capturing a command point will give you access to additional reinforcements as well as shifting the battle in your favor. A command point is colored differently depending on its state. White means it's neutral, that no one is controlling it. Red means that it's under enemy control. And green means the good guys, which means us are in control. To capture a command point, you need to place your units inside each of the connected circles, or perimeter points. And when you've done this, the command point will be yours.
I bet they have.
Well done, sir. That command point belongs to Uncle Sam. Now we move on to objectives. When you're on a mission, your commanding officer will provide you with a string of objectives which you have to fulfill in order to complete the mission. These objectives come in two different kinds: primary objectives and... To review your objectives, primary objectives are crucial for mission success. Fail one of these, and you will fail the mission. See that command point there? Your new primary objective is to secure it, just like you did in the previous exercise.
Move to that perimeter. Yes, sir. Driving to coordinates. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Well done. Primary objective completed, but you're not done yet. As I mentioned before, you will be given both primary and secondary objectives. Secondary objectives are optional, but you should still try to complete them. You won't fail the mission if you ignore them, but promotions and other rewards might be slow in coming. When you complete a secondary objective, you will often be rewarded, and trust me, you will need whatever edge you can get if you're hoping to get by when the shooting starts. Now for the actual exercise. Your primary objective is to capture that command point, and your secondary objective is to eliminate that infantry squad. Get moving, sir.
Friendly infantry transport ready. Driving to coordinates. We are ready to rumble. Attacking the enemy. Armored transport reporting in. Armor's ready to go. Bradley AP tracks are moving. Armor is combat ready. Armored transport reporting in. Moving out.
Primary and secondary objectives completed. You're starting to shape up, sir. I'll see you here tomorrow for your next lesson. Seems you're determined to make it through to the end, sir. I guess you're eager to get to Europe and do some good. Today I'll teach you about reinforcements. It's the inevitable rule of war that men get hurt and die. But as a commander, you must stay focused on the big picture and complete your objectives. And for you to be able to do this, your commander will give you access to reinforcements. First off, you need to activate the reinforcement menu. Press the reinforcements button now. Good. Your available reinforcements are shown as points. In the left-hand column, you can see the amount available. In the right-hand column, show you the amount incoming. The available points are ready for you to use. You can spend them on units and then have these units delivered to the battlefield. The incoming points will be added to your pool of available points over time. Each unit has a point value tied to it. This is the amount it would cost you to order down one such unit. That Bradley IFV, for example, costs 750 reinforcement points and about 3 million taxpayer dollars. If you should lose one in action, those 750 points will be reimbursed to your incoming points pool, and after a while, they will be available to spend again. To start ordering units, you need to place a drop zone marker. The marker indicates where the transport aircrafts will drop your units. Click the drop zone button. You're looking at the mega map. From here, you get a detailed overview of the entire battlefield, but it also removes you from the tactical situation on the ground. Right now, the only thing you can do in the mega map is to place your drop zone marker. Well done, sir. I knew you'd have no trouble with this. With the drop zone marker placed, you're ready to order in reinforcements. You now have 2,000 reinforcement points to spend as you see fit. To order in some units, you start by left-clicking the reinforcements button. Left-click on a unit that you wish to purchase. Clicking on a unit multiple times would add multiple units of that kind. To remove a unit, simply right-click on its icon or left-click on the unit icon in the order box below. You can see your current order in the order box along with the total cost of your order. This amount can never exceed the amount of available reinforcement points, so choose wisely. When you've completed your order, you click the deploy button. Do so now. It'll take some time for your reinforcements to arrive since they're being brought in by air. Plan your reinforcement orders accordingly. Superb job, sir. Only one more day until graduation. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Welcome back to the final lesson, sir. Seems you're made of sterner stuff than I first thought. Today, I'll teach you about the most powerful weapon an officer has in his arsenal. No, I'm not talking about what's between your legs, sir. I'm talking about the radio. With the radio, you can call in tactical aids. They encompass everything from reconnaissance flights to artillery barrages and airstrikes. And they'll provide you with a real advantage in a tight spot. As you succeed on the battlefield by killing the enemy and capturing command points, you will receive tactical aid points. These can then be used to call in tactical aids. Today's your lucky day, though, because you will be provided with a steady stream of tactical aid points regardless of your battlefield performance. And to spice things up a bit, I've ordered the I-4 to place some hostile targets for you to practice on. I know you're itching to get started, so don't let me hold you back. Get to it! Good. To deploy a tactical aid, simply left-click the weapon or aid you want, and then left-click in the world where you want it deployed.
Copy that. Wolverine is primed and in the air. Roger, Wilco. My laser guided is armed and I'm painting the target. A perfect hit. Wolverine out. Wolverine reporting a direct hit on the target. Wilco. Fire mission received. Artillery barrage inbound. Target area has been turned to dust, including hostiles.
Poor, sir. Op-4 targets destroyed. Superb job.
This is Zulu.
As you might have noticed, it took some time before the tactical aid was deployed. This time varies depending on the tactical aid in question, so you need to plan ahead and analyze the movement of your enemies in order to hit them. Now those targets you just annihilated were stationary, and even a Marine could do that. To be really effective, you need to learn how to hit moving targets. So let's try it again, but this time we'll have moving targets to practice on. Get to it.
Roger that. Delivering a rain of shells at target coordinates. Artillery barrage turned the target area into dust. Enemy units in target area got hit hard. Artillery barrage fired for effect. Copy that. Those tanks are about to become scrap metal. Hunt her out. Roger that. I have enemy tanks on my scope. Over and out. Hostiles in the hot zone are toast. Hunt her out.
Hooah, sir. All our 4 targets destroyed. That was an excellent performance by all standards. Congratulations on completing this course. Only actual combat can teach you the rest of the skills you need, but I'm sure you will make a fine combat officer, sir.
To no one's surprise, following their earlier intransigence, NATO diplomats yesterday walked out of the Malta Peace Conference. Clearly, peace is not on their agenda. Only threats and deception and endless profits for the capitalist war machine. But our brave comrades in the armed forces will not be intimidated. They stand vigilant along the German border, their resolve unquenchable, ready to deliver...
It was inevitable. Our massive preparations had gone on far too long for us to simply stand down. We were like a coiled spring, ready to throw ourselves into the fray. All we waited for was one word: attack. Spirits were high, and the men joked about how we would crush the enemy with one fell stroke. But some didn't laugh. They had been to Afghanistan. They knew war.
Mind the road, comrade. Володя.
Who's he?
Don't you know? That's Colonel Orlovsky. He's a legend.
Ah, Comrade Major Lebedev. It's been a while.
It has indeed, Comrade Orlovsky.
I was just wondering who they'd sent to babysit me.
Your command is the key to this whole grand endeavor, comrade. How could they send anyone but me?
Your sense of self-importance hasn't lessened, I see.
But I am very important, am I not? Or at least my dear old father-in-law is.
It's good to see you, old friend.
So, how are we doing?
Everything is in place. I can't say I'm very happy about all this.
The Politburo knows what is right. Ours is but to obey.
So they have decided. Get me Lieutenant Romanov on the horn. I want him to make a final survey of the forward defenses.
Понятно, товарищ полковник. Get Lieutenant Romanov on the horn. Now.
When?
Soon.
Lieutenant Romanov, your Alpha squad is to make a forward recon of... Wait, stand by for the Colonel.
Lieutenant, my call sign is Sokol 1. There will be no more reconnaissance. You are to execute Plan Odessa. The air defenses must be destroyed before the main assault begins. Your objective is to destroy 2 anti-air emplacements. Weapons are free and we are now at war. Good luck, Lieutenant. Sokol 1, out.
Zvezda, we are in position. Priom. Zvezda here. We are ready to enter the camp. We'll start with clearing the entrance and neutralizing the guard tower. Just give the word, Lieutenant.
Da. Do not allow your team to stray, Romanov. They must not be discovered.
Go. Camp entrance cleared. We are ready to move on, Lieutenant.
Sokol 1 to Romanov. The first AAM placement is located to the east. Move swiftly.
Enemy scout helicopter spotted. We are staying out of sight. Moving. Fire. Area clear. Alpha group, we're moving. Tovarish Commandeer, we're ready. This is Zvezda. Placing explosives now.
Well done, Romanov. One target remaining. Go north.
Alpha group standing by. Acknowledged. Engaging. Go. Guard tower clear. Neutralizing target. Guard neutralized. Fire. Neutralizing target. Enemy killed. Zvezda to Romanov. We're at the objective. Preparing target for demolition. All explosives in place. Ready to exfiltrate.
Sokol 1 here. Exfiltration coordinates have been sent. Move there now and avoid detection. The explosive will be detonated when the attack is launched. Get out of the area as quickly as you can.
Mission accomplished. Exfiltrating now. See you in a few days, Lieutenant. Zvezda out.
Expertly done, Lieutenant. Those men will disperse and find their way back to us in the coming days. Now, you must prepare for the upcoming assault. Expect word within the hour. Sokol 1, out.
Welcome back, Grisha. Oh, how was recruit training?
Boring.
Ha, but necessary, Comrade Sergeant. Those recruits will soon be needed. Товарищи! It's good to see you all here today. And it will be even better to see you soon breaking through that wall. Then we'll teach those NATO dogs how to fight! They thought they could bully us into submission! They thought we'd give way and fall! But today, We'll show them that the Red Army bows to no one! Today, we'll show them the might of the Soviet Union! Get your vehicles! We go to war!
Romanov, the explosives will detonate in 3, 2, 1, mark. Sokol 1 to all battle group elements. Today we liberate West Berlin from the American oppressors. Only minutes remain until we rain fire on the enemy. Lieutenant Romanov, I want you to initiate the artillery barrage. The wall itself will be destroyed by pre-placed explosives.
All dock here. Firing for effect. Over.
This is Sokol 1. Red Dome. I say again, Red Dome. Make me proud.
All dock here. Artillery strike hit the mark. Enemy casualties reported. Over.
We have 3 main objectives. Destroying the US 6th Armored Battalion, securing the Moltke Bridge over the Spree, and clearing the 17th June Street for use by Army Command. Lieutenant Romanov, advance with your tank platoon to phase line Volga. Destroy all enemies you encounter.
Orders received. Fire at will.
We must secure the 17th June Street. That's the main avenue by noon. Army Command is planning a parade along the avenue in celebration of the victory they expect us to win for them. The advance has begun, Romanov. Order your tanks to assault at once.
Hostile defeated. We can break through their lines. Fire is destroyed.
You are halfway to the phase line, Lieutenant. Keep moving forward. Make haste to the phase line, Romanov. I am clearing a path for you.
Maloshenko to Sokol 1. Resistance is heavier than expected. Прием!
Understood, Maloshenko. You will get assistance.
Target killed. We can break through their lines. Eliminated.
Well done, Lieutenant. Phase line Volga is secure. Romanov, we must secure that road junction. You will attack the enemy in the flank while Maloshenko pushes forward.
This is Maloshenko. We're advancing now. We have to move quickly, Lieutenant. Get your units in position.
Don't forget to call in fire support when needed.
What is to punch through the enemy lines? Target eliminated.
Affirmative. Coordinates received. All dock out.
Give us the command to roll over the enemy. Our tracks are steady. What should we do?
Annihilated the enemy in the target
Target
area.
ready to receive. Moving. Neutralize the enemy. Hostile defeated.
Finally! Now we must set up defenses before they counterattack!
Excellent. The road junction has been secured.
This is Dnieper calling Sector 1. We're under heavy attack by the Molky Bridge. We cannot hold. They have helicopters. I repeat, they have...
Dnieper. Come in, Dnieper. Short. We have to secure Molky Bridge or the entire flank will fall. Romanov, I'm sending you to reinforce Section B and capture that bridge. You will need anti-aircraft support to handle those helicopters. Call for reinforcements on the support channel.
Yes. The Americans will shoot you to pieces if you're unable to protect yourself, Lieutenant.
Give us the command to roll over the enemy.
We cannot allow you to continue the advance without anti-air support. Good call, Romanov. Those units will be with you shortly. You will need anti-air support before moving north, Romanov, or they will wipe you out. You are ready, Lieutenant. Now move to the bridge and clear the skies on the way there. You have incoming enemy helicopters, Lieutenant.
We'll defend the new position.
Товарищ командир, we will here. Товарищ
That
командир.
helicopter was the leading kill.
Orders received. T-80 heading out.
More enemy helicopters are moving in to attack you, Romanov.
Fire mission confirmed. Bombard the target coordinates. Strela available for heavy air defense. Hotel on the target area has been destroyed. Out. Enemy target eliminated. Well done here. Artillery strike hit the mark. Enemy casualties reported. Over. Want us to create a no-fly zone? Our AA missed drive to the coordinates. Moving heavy AA to new coordinates. Hostile destroyed, товарищ командир. Watching here. I'm going to hunt for hostile tanks. Over. Firing for effect. Over. Watching here. Attack run completed. Out.
Good thing you got there in time, Romanov. The entire flank was about to fall. Now, push through and secure that bridge.
Want us to create a no-fly zone? Drive to the coordinates.
We have the bridge. Now hold in place and get some sandbagged positions up. Expect a counterattack at any minute.
That's one still for us.
Yes, Romanov. We will not cross the bridge at this time. Just make sure that it is secured.
Where do you want our firepower?
Hold in place, Romanov. You will be too exposed at the other side of the river.
Heavy armor awaiting orders. Give us the command. We're pulling out now.
The lost helicopter was destroyed. Fire mission confirmed. Bombard the target coordinates.
Some tank is shooting at us.
Molotov here. Firing for effect. Over.
Safe enough.
Hostile units took heavy damage. Fire mission completed. Heavy barrage annihilated the enemy at coordinates.
Hostile armor defeated.
Enemy target eliminated. Affirmative. Anti-tank strike is inbound. Out.
Target eliminated.
Attack run completed. I hit some hostiles. Working out.
Target eliminated.
Affirmative. Heavy artillery strike fire. Molotov counter.
Target killed.
Artillery strike completed. Hostile kill. Confirmed. Molotov counter.
Enemy destroyed. Hostile defeated.
Still locked here. What now? Move faster! Molotov here. Firing for effect. Over.
Lost a unit.
Target killed.
Molotov here. Artillery strike hit the mark. Enemy casualties reported. Over.
Incoming hostile defeated. We can break through them. Heading out now. You orders. Heading out now.
We need anti-tank emplacement as well, Romano. Have your men keep working.
Our AA missiles are ready. We will move to the position.
Give us the command to roll over the enemy.
Hostile target neutralized.
Your orders. We are moving to the destination. Enemy destroyed. Neutralize the enemy.
This is a hotkey. Targeting enemy tank. Firing solution ready. Artillery lined up. Firing. Strike mission accomplished. The enemy got hit. Out. Want us to be annihilated the enemy in the dark area. Over now. Want some moving out now.
Yes, Sokol 1. The Mulki Bridge is now under our control and the northern flank has been secured. We owe much to Lieutenant Romanov.
Hostile defeated.
Lieutenant, I am reassigning you to Section B. They are forming the battle line now. Take up your position and prepare to advance. You should also take this opportunity to replenish any losses.
Want us to punch through the... Yes, товарищ командир. Moving.
Romanov, move with Section B toward the main avenue and link up with Captain Malashenko. The Americans are preparing a counterattack. Section A, advance. Section B, advance. Make this a day to be remembered, comrades. Sokol 1, out.
We got the vehicle.
Yeah, Sokol 1. Friendly helicopters are moving in to assist you. All thank our prompt aviation comrades.
Sokol 1! Maloshenko на связи! We're under attack by NATO helicopters and need immediate anti-air support!
Romanov, you have the necessary equipment. Aid Captain Maloshenko if you can.
Weapons commanders through the enemy lines. Yes, товарищ командир. Moving. Target eliminated. Fire mission confirmed. Mark the target coordinates. Heavy barrage annihilated the enemy at the coordinates. Artillery strike completed. Hotel defeat. Heavy armor awaiting orders. Armor rolling. You orders. Target locked. Target. Neutralized. We can break through them. Engage the enemy. Drive to that perimeter. Disable that hostile.
Where are you, Romanov? The enemy helicopters are ripping my people to shreds!
Well done, Romanov. The advance is going well. Now, I want you to link up with Captain Maloshenko. You two will form the breaker upon which the Americans will hurl themselves and be destroyed.
Yes, here we are. We're on the move. Our forces are still penetrating.
Maloshenko, report.
Говорит Maloshenko. We are moving to the forward position now. I see American tanks approaching.
Good. They are about to launch their counterattack.
Говорит Maloshenko. Romanov, I need your anti-air units now, please!
Hostile defeated.
Yeah, Sokol 1. All units are in place and the Americans are approaching. Sections A and B are to continue to close the gap, while Lieutenant Romanov and Captain Maloshenko hold the middle. Romanov, I am giving you command of all fire support assets. We have incoming Tu-95. But until they arrive, you must use all available support to hold off the American attack.
Romanov, what the hell happened to that anti-air support? My men's lives are on your conscience. Maloshenko out.
The first enemy echelon is here. Romanov, call in artillery and airstrikes on them.
Говорит Maloshenko. We will damage the avenue if we call in fire support indiscriminately.
I am concerned with winning this battle, Captain, not with preserving a parade ground for Army Command. Proceed with the mission.
Understood, Sokol 1. Maloshenko out.
The Americans are throwing everything they have into this attack. I count on you to deal with them, Lieutenant.
Говорит Maloshenko. This is a glorious day for the motherland and for socialism. Soon, West Berlin will be liberated.
What now? Move faster! Also here, firing for effect. Over. Order strike requested.
The Americans must be desperate to throw themselves at us like this.
Yeah, they're acting like fools. And they will die like fools.
Disabled a hostile. Barrage hit from forward there. You got dead hostiles in the area.
Yeah, Sokol 1 to all units. Hold in place. Tu-95 bombers are on their way to deal with all remaining enemies. I say again, hold in place. Do not move into the target area.
Hostile kills confirmed. Molotov out. Yeah, Berg. We are dropping our payload. Stay clear. Molotov here. Artillery strike hit the mark. Enemy casualties reported. Over. Target is defeated. Strike successful. Return to base. Berkut out.
We crushed them.
Sokol 1 to all battle group elements. The Americans have been destroyed and the avenue is secure. I am immensely proud of you all. but I ask that you honor our comrades who perished here today. Without their sacrifice, this victory could not have been accomplished. So Call 1, out.
So, it has begun.
It has indeed. I wonder how it'll end.
Best soon. Today was an easy victory. Who knows about tomorrow? Here's my nephew Kolya. He really distinguished himself today.
Товарищ полковник! Captain Malyshenko reporting.
At ease, comrade. This is Major Lebedev.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, comrade.